What are the basic dimensions of our perceptual experience? Common sense would seem to dictate that our perceptual experience is identical with physical reality. But the truth is, the world isn't always as it appears. Now, we can get a first-hand sense of this when we experience what's known as an illusion. Now, illusions are defined as a situation where a physical stimulus does not match our perceptual experience of that stimulus. When we look at the cafe wall illusion, for instance, what we might experience is that the blue lines are non-parallel, are crooked. The physical reality, however, is that these blue lines are parallel. Let's now draw our attention to the faces on the right, and you might recognise this as being ex-Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. Now, clearly these two faces are slightly different from each other. One of them may look slightly more grotesque than the other. However, if we now show these images upright, one of them is far more grotesque than the other. I'll leave it up to you to decide which. Here we have another couple of illusions. On the left, labelled After Effects. Now I want you to stare at the blue circle in the middle. And over time, you'll notice that we change from this checkerboard pattern to this statue of the Buddha. Now, despite the fact that you probably know that the Buddha statue isn't actually physically moving, nonetheless, you will almost certainly experience movement in the Buddha. Clearly, the physical stimulus, that is the static Buddha statue, does not match your perceptual experience, that of movement. Now let's draw our attention to the image on the right. This is a famous illusion known as the face vase illusion. It's an example of an ambiguous figure. The ambiguity here is whether or not we're looking at a vase or two faces looking inwards. Our interpretation of this stimulus changes over time, despite the fact that there's no change in the stimulus.